Hey again, everybody. So we're going to continue our talk today about phenology, which we have mentioned several times is nature's calendar. You're asking, why are we talking about birds all the time? Well, the reason is because pretty much everybody has birds around their house in some form or another. So, and as my yard changes, so do the birds that come into my yard. So it's a good way to see how spring and summer are progressing, and I can kind of keep a calendar in my head as to how far along we are into spring and summer and things like that. Okay? You're asking, what about birds? Well, the reason is because the birds have, as a group, incredible diversity. You think about it, the largest bird is the ostrich, and they stand about 9 feet tall and can weigh 250 pounds. And the smallest is the bee hummingbird, which is about 2 inches long and weighs about an ounce. So that's incredible diversity. And you look at what they can eat: seeds, bugs. Some are predators, some are scavengers. Some live their whole life in the water. Some hardly ever land. Some are terrestrial, some are nocturnal, hunt at night. Some of them never fly, like the ostrich. Some of them can swim and catch fish. So it shows just incredible adaptation. They're adapted perfectly to their habitats and to their niches, which ties back to when we talked about ecology earlier in the year. All their traits and adaptations have come from a single common ancestor. If you look out there on my bird feeder right now, you can see here we have goldfinches going crazy on the black oil sunflower seeds. Okay, down on the ground we have that's a white-throated sparrow right there, and I'm sure if we sit here long enough we'll get some other things to show up in here. If you look at my bird feeder, I have an orange bowl up there. That's for the orioles. The yellow one swinging is full of thistle. That's for the goldfinches, even though they're down eating the black oil sunflower seeds. The cages on my pole are full of suet, which is a fat-based food with seeds and nuts and stuff in it for woodpeckers and nuthatches and things like that. The empty one is just kind of a general bird feeder. It's for kind of every bird. And a bird favorite this time of year are in the red feeder there is black oil sunflower seeds. High in protein, and birds seem to really like them. The funny part is some of the birds don't like the feeder. They wait for the other birds to throw the seed out, and then they come and eat down below here. One of the cool things you can do is you can set a bird feeder outside your house and see what kind of stuff shows up. If I turn here, you can see, here's my chair where I sit. This back a little bit. And then I have my bird book and binoculars. And this is something that you could do at home, is you could I took a bottle and a lid off a raisin container and an old piece of string here, and I made a very simple bird feeder. I could put a little bit of bird seed in it and go hang it outside on a branch, or you could even figure out a way to mount it more solid than this and cut notches in it so that the bird seed can spill out. And you can make a bird feeder and do this kind of stuff if you like to. So, nothing new to show you right now. But like I said, I can track, using nature's calendar, I can track the birds that show up. Like early in the year, we have dark-eyed juncos. We get a lot of woodpeckers, things like that. Lately, we've had a lot of goldfinches and red-winged blackbirds, which are, if you can see out there on our bog, the red-winged blackbirds are going to be in the cattail areas of that, and they'll come in here usually in the evening in flocks and feed before they go back out. And right now they're building nests and choosing mates and setting up territories and doing all those kinds of things. That's about it. What I'd like you to do for your journal activity today or before next Monday is to just get outside and enjoy some birds. Find or watch a bird for a little bit of time and see if you can journal about what adaptations they have for survival. Like for instance, the goldfinches there, they like those thistle seeds, they like sunflowers, they like dandelions, things like that. Okay, so see if you can figure out what adaptations the birds have for survival. Okay, and journal about that. You don't have to know exactly what kind of bird it is, but you can look and see. Here comes a red-winged blackbird coming in. The other birds don't like them, they're kind of bossy. But see what adaptations you can see. Do they have a thin bill like the goldfinches do for picking thistle, or do they have a big, heavier seed cracking bill like that red-winged blackbird? Do they have a beak for pecking? Do they have, like, how do they do their stuff? So what adaptations do they have for survival? Okay, hope everybody's doing well. Talk soon. Bye.